Hey everyone, thank you so much for clicking on this video. The fact that you are willing to take a few minutes out of your day to watch my content really does mean the world to me. Today we're going to be talking about the new Netflix teen drama, Bewitched, but which has a B. You know exactly what I'm trying to say. And yeah, this is my review for it, and I'm completely impartial about the series. I've got no strong feelings either way. I feel like this series in many ways is like soup. You know, it's there. It's like it's not even warm soup or cold soup. It's just lukewarm soup. You don't have any bread to eat with it. It's kind of just there, and you can like kind of eat it if you want, but you know for a fact you're not going to get a ton of enjoyment out of it. It's just there. In regards to like how soup is food, this is a show. It's there. You can watch it. Some people might even enjoy it, and other people will think it's just soggy and gross and disgusting. That's how I'm viewing this show, because there's very little about it besides the core idea that separates this show from other Netflix shows in a similar vein. It feels just like any other teen drama. I watched a movie recently, if I'm not mistaken, it was called Love and Gelato or something like that. And the characters, the two lead characters, were written so incredibly similarly. It's like they took these characters and just put them into another movie. And I feel like Netflix does struggle with that a lot, is actually writing unique characters, especially when it comes to teen dramas. All of these characters actually feel exactly the same. So yes, ultimately we follow a high school student who's just realized, flip, no one knows who I am. I've been bullied into submission. I've been bullied into the situation where I feel like no one should know who I am as a person. And I feel like a lot of people can recognize that. I feel like high school is a period of time where lots of people feel like their identity needs to be, you know, censored, where they can't be truly themselves, they can't be their unadulterated selves. So, you know, great idea, tackling a good concept. The target market is definitely in that vein, in that field, in that age range. So yes, that's a great setting for the show, but that's one of the only props I can give it. Ultimately, this student realizes, stuff, I don't have an identity, you know, let me go to a party, let me enjoy the last few days of my year. And then on the way back from the party, she's super drunk and she ends up dying. And she wakes up not understanding what's happening, because yes, while she might be a ghost, she can still physically interact with the real world. Everyone can still see her. She can still have dialogue with people. She can still talk to people. So like, what type of ghost is she? Is she going to be stuck like this? Will she eventually, you know, enter purgatory or go to heaven or hell? She doesn't know. And so the show is about her trying to build relationships up with people now that she realizes, stuff, I don't have an identity in high school, but also trying to figure out, flip, if I'm a ghost, what the heck does that mean? So yes, while it might be an interesting concept, it's too Netflixy to truly feel impressive in my opinion. I really struggled to get past the idea of the core concept and actually just enjoy the show for what it was. The concept was by far the best part of this show for me. Another thing that made it stereotypically Netflix, and if you watch anything like To All the Boys, if you watch The Kissing Booth, you're going to understand the acting style here. It's very hammed up. It's incredibly blown out of proportion. The actors perform in a way that no ordinary human being would act. And they do that to really just, you know, create this illusion that we are in this fantastical world where anything can happen. And flip, if you really struggle to watch movies like The Kissing Booth because of the acting, you're going to feel the same about this show, Bewitched. So I think this is the best way for me to sum up my feelings towards this show. I finished watching it about a week ago. And I've only filmed my review now because I just kept forgetting it even existed. Never mind the fact that it was releasing today and I had to film a review for it. So I'm actually filming it just a few minutes before release. But like, yeah, like I watched the show and it didn't stick with me enough for me to actually be excited to film a review for it, which is disappointing. Like, I'll say this, I feel like I have become a much more cynical reviewer in the last few months because I have been consuming so much content. And the issue with actually reviewing so much stuff is that eventually everything starts to feel like the same thing. Everything seems to lose its own identity. And watching movies and shows almost becomes like a job rather than something you do for fun. And so when that happens, it does get incredibly dangerous, because at the end of the day, why do people watch movies? Why do people watch shows? It's for entertainment. So if I'm not going into a show expecting to watch it for entertainment, then I'm already stepping off on the wrong foot. But I can say this, from an actual technical point of view, there was nothing incredibly impressive about it. I will say the editing and the filming was not bad. It was just the hammy acting, the incredibly predictable script, and the way that everything seemed to be incredibly geared towards a traditional Netflix market that really let the rest of the film down. But yes guys, thank you so much for watching my review. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Do not be afraid to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I hope to see you again in another review.